Speak, and we shall test.
I shall give you a topic or discussion.
Neep.
Hello.
Oh. You know what would help? Knowing if we can hear things or not? It would be unmuting the absolute site. There we go. Cool. Absolute. That's.
I love. There we go. Cool.
Alright. Hello and welcome to Leagues Underneath. A story of I don't want to see my own face. A story of political intrigue. I can still see my own face. That didn't help. I've completely forgotten everything I was gonna say in this game, in this opening, so we're just gonna hand off to the guests and hope that they have something smarter to say than I did. Let's start with Carla.
Hello, I am Nefeli. I'm playing Kala. Over to my left.
Titus.
Hi, I'm the Grey Jedi. I play Titus. No last name. You can find me in the Discord if you need maps made, and check out Planetscape Edge of the Voice.
Ezekiel. I'm gonna run through this real quick.
I am the lore fairy, and I am playing Ezekiel, the Ichtho centaur.
Reginald. Reggie Woo.
Hi, folks. I'm Concleod playing Reginald, the GIF giant sneaky
Stop.
rogue. I also, coming in September, is on Fridays every other week, is going to be Evil Zim and Farrakuse. So I hope you'll come check it out. And hey, we have merch. Did you know Mayhem Gaming has merch? I'm wearing it's over here. I'm wearing the merch.
I
Good
just
time.
noticed that you're wearing the merch. It looks so cute. Oh, I'm so excited about it. Alright, Vivi.
Huh? Oh, hi, I'm Pocket. I play the very... I have no fucking clue what she is, Abomination Vivi, who's questioning her life choices and wondering why the hell she still has detect magic up when she could see all the things, and oh my god, my eyes are burning! So, yeah, I'm out of it today.
That's all good. Last session, our very first session, the group was invited to the opening of what will probably be a month-long festival. Really, it's just a networking event for all of the royalty from across the 5 countries that we exist here in. Words. Jesus Christ. Alright. I'm doing well, guys. As the events was going on, suddenly a blackness fell over the crowd and everyone experienced their own almost terror, though I believe only 2 people really succumbed to it. When it lifted, almost everyone was gone. Our team was still here, but the majority of the party that had been there, including the majority of the royal family of this country, Aquarius, were mysteriously vanished with a message left behind in warning. The gang set about doing some investigationeering, where they found themselves in the servants' not so much kitchens, but supply area, when the roof caved in, or the roof/floor caved in on top of them. This is where we start. Who was the 2 of you that took damage? It was Titus and Vivi, wasn't it? Fantastic. So, the way that the floor caves in, it happens slowly in areas, then all at once. So some of you have a second to get out of the way. You guys kind of didn't have that forewarning of a little bit of sand trickling down onto you. So let's start with Titus. You've just been hit in the head with a bunch of sand and possibly also a chair or some other dining things. What are you doing in this moment?
What in the hell is that? Well, I have a feeling today is going to be a very bad day.
It's not already.
Duh. Things could be very much worse.
Kala's
You-
gonna try and stand up in the rubble.
What is biggest, scariest thing that you have seen?
Well,
Kraken.
there was the one time my older sisters put a jellyfish on my face. That was pretty terrifying.
Oh, very amusing. Um,
It hurt like the dickens.
yes, I bet.
I'm
Um, let's just think. Things can be very bad, very, very bad. Big things with many teeth could be eating us at the moment. So be careful.
charming.
So,
I wouldn't say anything to me, you thief. I seen you. I have seen you.
For,
have
for
taken sword
context, for context, Reginald basically saw the ceiling falling, probably on Titus because he's the tallest, and probably just stepped away and let it hit him. Being realistic about it.
You just let the women folk get squished, okay? Such gentlemen,
I'm-
such wow.
I have family to find here. I have priorities. I don't think anyone felt. By the way, where the hell did the ceiling come from?
So as you look around, the ceiling that fell on you was the floor that you had been standing on beforehand. So, the ceiling was the ballroom floor. In the specific area under everyone's seats and also behind the big seating area that you guys saw the royal family sitting on originally, all of that kind of sand has collapsed, and with it the rest of the floor surrounding it that would have been supported by those areas. You also, as you look up and around, you can see everyone who was upstairs, well, that was still upstairs, just kind of swimming at the level of where the floor was, except the lizard gentleman who did fall through the floor because he wasn't swimming, he was standing.
Kala will reach out a fin and help the lizard up again.
It's fine. I am fine. I have sustained no injuries. He limps a little bit, but he seems otherwise fine. It's mostly the shock that seems to have got to him.
Very well.
You're all
Oh.
right down there.
I might have had a few scales knocked loose, but I think I'm doing well. How about the rest of you? Vivi,
Yeah. Very good.
Ambassador Varkas, where are you?
She's under the rubble and the sand and everything else, so you can't see her right now. She's trapped.
Just see like
I
little
failed that
tentacles just
thing.
going like this.
You see, like maybe a little tentacle from out all the rubble, just wiggling
Oh.
and twitching. She's
Oh,
under
by
it
the-
all.
Do
Oh,
you have
goodness.
ink that is there like ink that's coming out from
A little
the
bit,
rubble?
yeah.
Oh, she's
No.
gonna be so embarrassed. Kala
Oh
will-
bother! Oh bother! Oh bother! Oh bother! And I will at least paw at moving the rubble off of it, like someone else close by.
And it is mostly sand. There is probably a chair or like a table that has fallen where Vivi was as well. And like you kind of clear off some dishes enough that Vivi can get out. It's very odd in seeing the way that the floor has collapsed. The center of the floor collapsed in one central piece, whereas the rest of it kind of spottily collapsed. Like the center of the floor collapsed because the surrounds collapsed, not because it itself was unstable. As you're looking around, you kind of notice that the main section is still intact, aside from where it hit people.
Whoever designed this forgot the support beams, or took out the support beams.
Well, there's a better question on my mind of how do you remove so many people from someplace, but if I had to guess, might be, I don't know how, but through the floor? Because how else would this break or be weird like this?
Well, I
Kala's
could
gonna
answer that.
swim up.
Oh,
What do you know, dear Zeke?
Oh, well, it's just faulty craftsmanship. That's like,
Oh.
you know, how 75% of all accidents happen.
Always happening.
Kala's gonna swim up to the level, and she's going to look at the edge of the fallen debris and see if she can see any black sand, the burnt sand per se that they've seen in other spots.
Roll me an investigation check, and depending on that, you may have to do another roll.
Okie dokie. Come on. Oh, that's an 11.
You don't see any black sand. And no other roll is needed, because at 11 it's not enough for you to twig onto that other bit.
That's fair enough. Zeke, darling, do you
No.
see anything from your vantage point?
Well, I see all of you down there in this pit. Is there something
Astute.
specific you want me to look for?
The cause of there being a pit. Other than
I
the
already said faulty
75%.
craftsmanship.
I remember before the ceiling fell on us, we had saw stuff in that space. So I'm gonna look back, trying to kind of grasp at where we were looking before at some of that.
It's still there. The remnants have not been destroyed or removed. Because it was just the blackened, burnt sand that you guys had noticed before. Nothing's been removed or destroyed by the falling of the ceiling. Give me an insight.
All right.
Are the Royals still?
The Royals are still
Around?
like they've moved further away so that they didn't collapse in with the floor, and they're making a move to leave, but your children are still hanging around with them. So
13.
13. I'm gonna roll as well to decide whether or not I feel like being nice. I do not feel like being nice.
Cool.
Yeah, nothing had been destroyed, and you think the floor collapsing may or may not have been an attempt to cover something up, but who knows? It may have just,
All right. Well,
it may have been faulty craftsmanship, like Ezekiel said. Who knows?
well, because cause and effect. I'm going to yell up to said announcer, who would probably can see us and is probably looking down scathingly at this point. Hey, you up there again? Is there another room under this? What is under this?
Sorry. What? He swims down to you. It's like we could have just, you could have waved. There was no need for shouting.
I don't have no time for waving. We have people missing.
There is nothing designed under this room. As far as I'm aware, no crafters have been hired to do anything beyond this. It was just this room for this particular area.
Oh, great.
That's not at all suspicious.
This is the floor.
So, is this a new place that has been designed just for this event? Is that something that's true?
Everything is always redesigned for every occasion. This particular building existed beforehand, but other places that you have been created because you guys were coming. I
What
probably
was this made on?
this character
I
probably
thought
wouldn't
this
say you
was-
guys, but we're going with it anyway.
I thought this was like the
Hey,
wine
you
cellar.
guys.
So what happens, generally speaking, this area, I believe I said last session, was here beforehand, so we're going with that. The wine cellars are built at the same time as the top areas are built. So For example, the very first time that you met, you all had a kind of courtyard that was built maybe 5 days prior to cater to the people that would be attending that event. The underneath area was built at the same time to house what was needed for that event. We have a full school of fish dedicated to crafting the castle.
All right. I just seems strange at this point to be pulled down below.
I'm sure-
Really pulled down below. We were led to this cellar. That's where we found the burnt sand and, dare I say it,
I mean,
staff
you asked.
passage.
What-
He asked, but
The
staff
missing
Well,
door.
passageway.
Where else do you
plus
expect
clue.
people to go?
What do you mean?
Well, again, all those people disappearing from one place, and the floor just happens to, drop out from everything else. That's not something you'd find a bit,
No,
suspicious.
I find that incredibly suspicious, but in reference to you guys being underneath it, you asked to be underneath it. I didn't schedule the floor falling out so that you would be underneath it when it happened. That just happened.
So I'm not exactly versed in construction, but can someone who is please take a look at this, because I'm wanting to see if this has been tampered with, be it physically, or magically, or any other way.
I'm happy.
And I do not know the signs.
I'm happy to summon our head architect if you wish.
That would be
Zeke will
wonderful.
come down and look at it.
If you have no other requirements for me, I will go fetch the head architect. Is everyone fine with the announcer leaving?
Yes.
Fantastic. I'm
Please and thank you.
looking at the wrong camera when talking to you guys. I'm looking at this one, so that one I'm getting delay. Alright, so he heads off, and you see that the royals that are left, so the grandchildren, have decided that they're also going to be leaving now. Ezekiel, are you wanting to try and get your kids to stay with them, or are you because that we did have the discussion last time that they probably don't want to be out of in a different room to you. Obviously 2 different levels is a different thing, but
We rolled for it last time, and you said they were not going to.
all right,
He is going to go down though and swim,
Okay.
and go look at stuff.
the royal family heads off. Your kids get to the door and then just kind of are looking at you. They don't go any further, but they don't come back until you ask them to come back. But I'll get you to roll another investigation check. It will be at actually the DC will be higher because we have already had someone do an investigation on it.
He's specifically looking at if the tampering and
Okay.
whatnot, magically.
Specifically magically?
Yes.
Okay.
Still investigation?
Yeah, still an investigation.
Hello?
Well, it's not bad. 11.
You get the exact same information that Carla got. Which was not a whole lot. Something might have
Par for the
happened to
course.
it, but who knows?
I'm gonna go a different route if that's all right.
Yep.
So, the people who are left at this point are servants for the most part, like folks who are like that, right?
Yeah. Everyone else kind of retired to their coves.
If I were to look up at the crowd of folks right now, do I see anybody that I would recognize being more shady than others that I could connect with?
Roll me in insight. Because I feel like determining someone's shadiness would probably be insight.
14.
14. You see one person who might be a little bit shady, but again, that's possibly just their vibe. The lizard folk guy.
Well, and he's still down there with us, right?
Yeah, he's down there with you.
I'm so glad I didn't jump in and scare the living tar out of him.
This time.
This time I will approach in a visible fashion. And excuse me. Can we? Wait, no. Can we just chat a minute over here?
What? Yes. What do you require? I don't actually know who you are.
Oh, yeah, I am Reginald Potacia, and then in Thieves' Cant, I'm gonna say, and who are you?
He looks at you for a moment. And then responds in Thieves' Cant. And says, "That's none of your business."
Okay, I do appreciate a response then. I'll say that I'll continue in Thieves' Cant. That I understand.
He nods and responds in common, saying, "I am Lord Ambassador Dorel Spithe, and if anything that you need is needed, please keep it on the up and up for now."
Well, Zarel, I just want to show you this. And I will show him the burnt sand that I collected. Do you recognize this at all? Anything that you are familiar with?
He looks at the sand and then pulls out a kerchief and dusts off the front of his air globe that he wears on his head and takes a closer look, pressing the little glass that you got it in against his glass. "No. But I feel like I know someone who would."
Do they happen to be around here with you?
I would have to send my messenger to them because the normal contact that I have with him was vanished. Actually,
Fair enough.
the person that was vanished would also probably know a little bit more about this than I do. Is there any more, or is this all of it?
There are some along the floor as well, down here. So I am a bit concerned about how we got this.
I will gather some more and have it sent off with my messenger. I cannot promise any results, but I can see.
Bully.
No, that but out of the two of us, that wouldn't be me. But it's just a bit rude to just randomly call me that.
No. That's just that's a verbiage thing. That's just a slang term. No offense this time.
He kind of looks like
no.
He notices that you say this time, and then just kind of like, and he goes to collect some sand. So we've got Reginald. Vivi, what are you doing right now after you've been released from your little dirt prison? Sand prison.
Dirt.
Yeah, sure. Make fun of the octopus who likes to hang out in the sand prison and whatnot. I'm gonna check out the servants' passageway and whatnot because that's kind of more important to her right now because that's the only other way people can get out because that was the exit.
Yeah, so there were two exits to this under area. There was the thieves' passageway, which was very heavily trafficked, and then there was the other way, which would be if nobility wanted to go down there, which had the door missing. So you go into the thieves, not the thieves. I'm still thinking about Thieves' Cant. The servants' area. Roll me just what are you looking for first? Let's start with that.
Yeah, no, that being trapped under all that sand would have knocked out my concentration for detect magic. I am going to see if there's any bits of if it's been used recently, if there's any clues on some of the burnt sand coming this way, because this was the only way to get out besides the teleportation magic that lingered and whatnot. So they could have either came through this way when they brought somebody in, because this was it's servants passageways are very secluded and they're very secret. Only if you're a noble that likes to poke around and go about places being undetected and seen, this would be a perfect place to traffic some royalty out undetected. So she's just gonna follow it and see if it leads back upstairs.
I will state first, this area is incredibly heavily trafficked. And very obviously heavily trafficked because the servants have been going in and out of it for the entire event. I'll get you to roll an investigation. Just keep in mind that, like, it's very clearly been used because it has been being used for the past hours.
Yeah. But other than that, this is the only logical reason she could think of, besides the door being missing when they came in, when the fish lady showed it to them, because the door's missing. So this could also be another, that could also, her thinking that could be hey, this could be
a red herring.
Yeah.
Fish fun.
It's not what it's supposed to be. That could be a distraction to focus on, hey, they used this door when they could have used the servants' quarters or something, passageway or something. Who knows? She's just checking to see if there's like.
Yeah, go right ahead. Roll your investigation. Titus, can you roll me a perception check, please? And actually, color as well.
Is the little fish
I got a
servant still
14.
there?
She is in the crowd, but she has moved away from you guys, seeming that you don't seem to need her. She did get hit by some sand, but not enough to actually hurt her.
That's why I was asking. I was going to see, did she just get buried?
Yeah, no, she is alive and well and still very anxious. What did you say, Vivi?
14.
14?
19.
19.
Oh, sorry, Vivi. I thought you said baby.
No, that's fine. Carla, I'll get yours as well, actually.
15.
Okay. I'll start with Vivi. This area is very heavily trafficked. So you're not seeing anything obvious like, oh, this could be a way to get out. You do notice, however, that it's mostly a staircase. There is a little platform before you get up that people can kind of stop and talk at if they need to, and then it continues up. Once you get up the stairs the whole way, the door is to the side, but the opening that you walk out into is visible from the ballroom. So there isn't like a hiding spot once you get up to the top of the stairs that you're directly into vision as soon as you pass that bit. Carla and Titus.
We.
You get a sense that you guys aren't alone. Which is a weird concept because you know that you're not alone, but your brain gives you that kind of prey feeling. And Titus, this is really weird for you because you're an apex predator. You get that kind of feeling that you're being observed by something other. And then it goes away.
Did anyone else
Are
just get
there
the heebie-jeebies?
paintings in this room?
There are no paintings on the level that you're on. No.
Damn.
There are paintings in the main hallway though.
I didn't know
could just
from
start
where I was
poking the eyes
standing
at
to
all
see
these
if there was any
paintings just to check.
shifting eyes in the paintings.
Mr. Jenkins!
Don't put a mystery in front of me, and I'm not going to mention that at all.
There are paintings up above you, but those are quite a ways up. Because you rolled a 19, I will give you this. The feeling does not come from above you. it comes from below.
Isn't that what the first message like mentioned?
The
was
first
it?
message was, "We will not be forgotten," and the second one was, "Only the worthy remain."
Lovely.
Oh, as a fun little aside, you guys do notice that, like, it seemed to begin with the message was going to take a while to disappear. It's been probably about half an hour, and you notice that actually quite a lot of it has gone. So much so that there is a new message now displayed. The word "worthy" still remains in its entirety. Everything else is gone, aside from the word "only" has now transformed into the letter R and the letter U. So it says, "Are you worthy?"
Da 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 da.
That's upstairs in the ballroom, right?
That is upstairs in the ballroom on the front panel of the seating that was
Yeah,
holding
that's
the
where
royal family.
that's where I'm back at. I'm back in the ballroom.
Oh, you're back up there? Yeah. Oh, of course
yeah,
you are.
because
You went
I
upstairs.
follow the path. So I see this as just like, huh. Just kind of walks over to the hole and looks down. And I kind of just tell everybody the message changed. It's now asking if we're worthy.
Did anyone else get the sense that we're being watched?
It seems. I just start stomping my big like elephant because in my head his feet are like how elephant feet are to the bottom, so it's just like cylinders to the ground.
Can you roll me an attack, please?
Oh no!
What's that alien's name from Lilo and
You got a
Stitch?
barbarian rolling an unarmed
Stitch?
strike.
Yes.
No, not
Oh.
Stitch. Was it Jumbo that had kind of
That
no?
one.
Who's
For
No.
me.
Jumbo.
no, it wasn't
Did you just
Jumbo. What's
Peakley?
that alien?
For an
No, not
attack
Pleakley.
though. I don't.
What's his name?
No, Jumbo's right.
No,
Oh,
it
no,
wasn't
no, it's
Jumbo.
the big
It was
guy.
the security guy. Oh, what's his name? He was trying to get Stitch.
There
Wait.
was a Captain Gunto.
Yeah.
So as you do your stomping,
I got him. Yeah, him.
a part of sand that you stomp on feels softer than the rest. And you look down, it is just sand. But it does feel like it was shifted recently.
All of a sudden, a coconut crab comes out and eats Titus.
Oh my god.
Things are huge. They're massive.
Yeah, I think
Titus is also massive.
coconut crabs would be more obvious in this
Hey.
moment. But yeah, some sand that you stamp your foot onto has definitely been messed with recently. And because of how the sand fell on you, you know it's not part of the roof floor.
It feels weird. I have sense coming from down. I'd be careful where you step.
That's not ominous at all.
Kala will just maintain her actual floating in the water and not be standing on the
The-
floor.
The only thing that I can think of is when like there's a movie where there's like a whole bunch of teenagers on a beach and these like very thin like veins come out from the ground and they like disintegrate them from there. So anytime that I'm playing D&D on a beach side, that's the only thing I can think of as it like eats you.
Oh.
You never make me want to go to the beach ever again, Tim. Thanks a lot. Just thanks a lot. No reason to
Okay.
go to the beach now.
So is anyone else doing anything in this moment to search
Oh,
out
100.
anything?
Yeah.
Reginald, what are
Yeah.
you doing?
Oh, this is gonna be an interesting choice. Because we just, he like poked the ground like that, and I'm kind of wandering around, digging around what in there. We're gonna dig around in there, but we're gonna dig something there with a dagger, because that's what we got.
Okay, I'm gonna get
Oh.
you to roll an attack. Ezekiel, what are you doing?
He is going to look for any plants that are in the area.
Okay, roll me an investigation.
Well, great.
Reggie,
should
what
be
you roll
interesting.
on your
Well, I'm about to roll it. Hold on.
Okay.
19.
Okay, I need to look up something real quick.
They've all been disintegrated into sand. We're standing on the royal family.
Oh, please do not make me feel that bad about this.
You stab something and hear a screech of protest as you look down at your dagger. That has now embedded itself in the tail of a sandfish.
It's Flounder, the actual guppy.
Sandfish are also known as able to burrow rapidly into sand. So that's their main thing.
Hello there, and I'm going to most likely with my giant hands going to grab at whatever is on the end of what I have just poked through by the whatever seems like a throat.
I'll let you roll a grapple for that. Ezekiel, what did you roll?
16.
And what were you investigating again? ADHD brain?
He was looking for any plants or anything
Okay.
around.
There's nothing in the lower cellar other than like food stuffs. Upstairs, there are like little collections of plants and corals and stuff like that, but nothing that kind of stands out.
Is there anything that looks edible?
Yes, there is food. You're in a storage cellar, so there's plenty of food.
Well, I meant like one like a potted, no, obviously not potted, but like a plant that is upstairs that looks edible, or would be edible, maybe not so good, but
Yes.
I
All
want to take it.
okay. You can have that plant. You do get side-eyed by one of the staff, but no one stops you from taking a plant.
Is it like in a nice vase or something?
Yeah, it is a very, like, it's an ornate vase that seems to be doing a lot more than the plant is in it. So the plant seems to be more like a placeholder for the vase than the other way around.
Cool.
Guys, so apparently I got a 15 on the grapple, and if we're counting damage for the fish I just stabbed, they just took 8 damage.
Cool, thank you very much. You do grapple this fish, although you're going to have to roll again to keep it because it is wriggling hard. What are you doing with? Well, everyone else, you will see that Reginald has caught a fish.
Good for you.
I'm
gonna
thinking
eat
this
it?
is does anyone not want to ask this thing that was hiding in the ground what happened?
You are going to interrogate the poor person.
Your dagger's still in my tail!
Well, what were you doing down underneath this room?
Not getting stabbed!
What did I get on that? I got a 10 on the maintaining.
Okay, I'm gonna roll against you for the 10. Let's see. He gets free of your dagger and your hand, and doesn't immediately leave the scene because he realizes he's probably going to be hunted if he does that, but moves to get away from you specifically at this moment.
Well, I did just stab him, so at
Yeah.
some level, I do understand that one. What?
Kala will swim closer.
Yeah.
Would you like me to see to your tail?
What? How?
I have a little bit of healing magic, and I also have some bandages.
I'll take the bandages. I will not take the other.
The magic?
Yeah.
That is all right. She will reach into her pouch, pull out what looks to be probably a very fancy handkerchief, and just start tearing it up. so that she can make bandages out of it.
He
Yeah.
he will take the bandages from you in his fins and kind of just start circling them around his tail.
While
I
he's
do
doing
apologize.
Ezekiel?
that, while he is bandaging himself, I would like to dump the plant from the vase, which I'm assuming is like a see-through vase type of thing.
No, it is a solid
And then-
kind of porcelain-y base, so it's not see-through.
Oh, it's not.
It is
see-through.
incredibly decorative. All of the vases in here are incredibly decorative.
I'm committed. I'm gonna dump the plant out of it. I'm gonna hold on to the plant in one hand, and then I want to shove this fish into the vase where he can't get out.
Okay, you
Oh,
can
I love this plan.
you can roll a roll me stealth because you probably don't want him to know, and then depending on that how that goes, we'll see what you get.
Yay, I'm good at stealth. Yay, I'm really good at stealth. That's a 21.
Okay, can you please roll me a grapple? I'm gonna call it.
Not so good at that. That is a 17.
See how he goes. You catch him in this vase. This very ornate vase. He is completely distracted, like wrapping his tail. And he's like, "What the? Why? Why? What have you done?"
Well, we just want you to be calm for a few minutes because we got some questions for you.
You trapped me in a vase. This is not calm.
Well, seeing as you just got
Sneaky.
stabbed with a dagger, I mean, you're not going to get stabbed with a dagger in this vase.
That's not calming. You've trapped me in a vase. How is this supposed to calm me down? I'm in darkness.
All right, so what type of questions you got for it?
I want to know what happened down here before we got here.
He's going to tap on the vase. Can you hear that?
What?
Oh,
Have you never seen the signs? You don't tap on vases that people are in. I can hear your questions. It's very hollow in here.
You said you want me to shake it?
Why would I want that?
He's going to shake it a little bit.
Ezekiel.
He'll shake it a little
Ezekiel.
bit.
Shaking me does not help you.
I just love it how Vivi's just sitting on the floor, just watching from up above, just watching this whole thing. She's just staying out of it. She's just watching.
He wants to like make a good berry real
Oh my
quick and then just like
goodness.
pop it into the vase, but still keep his hand over the opening.
Roll me another grapple, please, because he's going to try and get out as soon as he sees your hand move.
That's an 18.
Hmm.
I like that we've healed this fish several ways, locked inside a vase.
We couldn't let the bard talk to him.
Why would I take food from you right now? You've got me in a vase. This is a
All
very
right,
small vase. I don't fit well.
Answer the question. What happened before we came down here? And you're more likely to get out of the vase.
Clearing shit while I'm in a vase.
When it answers the questions, it'll come out of the vase.
You guys are weird as fuck. I'm not answering shit while I'm in a vase.
Ezekiel, give me that vase right this second.
I mean, you could talk to it. I'm just gonna hold it.
I want to calm this frightful and flighty fish down. I'm gonna put it in a vase and shake it. That makes sense. Titus, you look like you want to say something.
Titus is watching this and goes, I fight actual big scary monsters. This is not a big scary monster. Let out. It is. Here, see, I go and I want to try and reach for the vase too.
Ezekiel, are you letting him just open the like take your hand off the opening of the vase?
Yes, I will let him take my hand.
Take my
Very
hand.
calmly, just things are very much more cooperative when they're tiny, small, and I go and open my hand to see if it will crawl onto to pick up. Sorry about this, friend. I hear big people talk very fast, so I slow it down for you. Understand? Yes.
You don't need to talk to me slowly. I understand you still.
Oh, like Sahiro.
Hello. He comes out of the vase immediately as soon as he can. You having your hand, like, he's swimming, so he's not gonna like sit on your hand, but he's staying where you're having him because he's got the vibe that if he moves from here right now, he's going back in the vase, and he doesn't want that. So he's staying on your hand for right now.
Good
Smart man.
survival instinct.
Yeah.
If it moves away, it gets the vase again.
I feel like you shouldn't be quoting Buffalo Bill or like paraphrasing Buffalo Bill as a way to calm someone down.
Yeah, let's just quote Silence of the Lambs at this guy. Why not?
Anyway,
As long as somebody's not wearing a skin suit, we're fine.
oh my
And
god.
if they are,
Anyway, so
They need lotion.
You fuck me.
he looks
God,
at you
fuck
all,
me.
and he looks at you, Reginald, and then back at Titus, as like, it's weird that the two biggest people are the ones that are being the least terrifying right now.
The
I-
actual terrifying one is
I-
staying out of view.
No, Carly, you're fine. You, like, thank you for the tail, the fix. I mean, thank you, stranger, that I do not know. Anyway,
inside check.
feel free to roll on an advantage, that's fine.
Thank goodness it's an adventure. 17.
17. He knows who the fuck you guys are. Like,
Well, of course.
there
We're
is-
the Barnacle Brigade.
there is clear recognition for all of you, and like he's not terrified by the size of Titus and Reginald as someone who has not met these people before would be. Like even if you're comfortable around that size of people, you're still, as a fish, going to be a little bit apprehensive, and the size nature of it isn't what's terrifying him at the moment. It's the A, being stabbed, B, being put in a vase, and C, being shaken while in the vase.
Let's start over. Titus, do you have this, dear? Or would you like me to attempt to talk to him?
Yeah, I am not very good with words. You make
Oh.
it. Have good day. And I just step back and don't move anywhere. It's like I literally just step back and I still am looking at him after saying good, like giving a goodbye. And I'm just sitting there like,
The fish swims closer to you, Titus, because it does not want to be in the open water where it can be put in the vase. So it's staying near to you, but is happy to talk to Carla whilst near to you.
All right. Apologies, good aquatic and citizen. I don't know what we have. Anyway, how long have you been down here?
I have been down here for a period of time, which is longer than 2 seconds.
What were you doing down here?
I was getting stabbed by a hippopotamus man.
And
Before that,
Reggie, why don't you apologize for the stabbing?
why doesn't he apologize for hiding in the dirt?
Well, that's kind of my
He's
thing.
a sand. He's a sandfish. He lives in the sand, not the dirt. That's offensive.
Are we offending? Are we offending the fish or the ground? This is confused. Okay. All right. Tact. Mother taught me tact. I am sorry when I was digging in the ground with my knife that you were there.
That sounds like you're putting the onus on me in that apology, and I don't like that. If you'd like to reword that so it's an actual apology for stabbing me, that'd be great.
How about this? Because I'm starting to get more and more frustrated as a hippopotamus goes. Okay, I am sorry you got stabbed. I didn't mean it, and you will know it when I mean it.
I think that's as best a apology we're going to get from dear Reginald.
Yeah, that seems on par with what I know. Anyway, I accept your kind of apology, and thank you for it.
Great.
Now back to the matter at
you
hand.
better.
What is your name?
My name is Tim.
Tim?
Tim?
And how long have you been
I
down?
like this name.
And how long, Mr.
Good name,
Tim, have you
strong name.
been? Yes. How long, Mr. Tim, have you been down in this cellar?
You're longer than 2 seconds. I already said that.
Well, can you please be more specific? Because we suspect that everyone who went missing was somehow connected with this room,
I
and
mean,
that makes you the prime suspect at the moment.
yeah, because I could take a full fucking orca out of here. Look,
How did you know there was an Oka down here?
well, because there wasn't an orca down here. I know nothing.
I'm gonna jiggle the vase in front of him. Jiggle it.
I go to pin up as soon as I hear that and go, the fuck? And like I pick him up and then slowly turn him to my face. You seen other ones like me? Big woman? 30-60? Strong and beautiful?
I've seen nothing. I was just in the sand.
Can I
Start
do an
jiggling
insight
him.
check
You
on
may
this
do an
fish?
inside check. I will say he is very clearly lying. So if you'd like to get more than that,
I'm getting more than that. Let's see, what do I get?
please don't jiggle me. I don't wish to be jiggled.
Got a 12.
He's very
Gonna make
clearly
me
Tell
lying.
truth.
Okay,
Tell truth.
so
Look, I didn't have
is
anything.
Titus being intimidating?
Oh, I'm gonna wait for to speak, and I'm going in that route.
Well, yeah, I was actually gonna help that. I was gonna loom, since Fishman doesn't, little flatfish, sandfish hasn't really noticed me. I was gonna loom up behind Titus. All hair kind of go out loose, make it look like he's got jagged, scary well, he does have scary tentacles. I am the scary tentacles right behind him, and I'm just gonna try to strike fear behind Titus to scare Fishman to telling the goddamn truth.
Roll me a stealth check to see if he doesn't notice you sneaking up. He, in response to what's been said, he's like, I had nothing to do with the orca.
I got an 8. I'm not stealthy as shit.
Yeah, he sees you
That's
coming
it.
up.
Real
He,
dice.
he sees you coming up.
God damn it. There goes that plan. I tried. Unless
What?
I want to use Armor of Agatha. Oh no, what was it? No, I don't want to use that.
Reggie, what were you saying?
Titus, can you turn the fish my way, please?
Look,
And I will-
slower, vertigo. Jeez. What?
I will look Sandfish Tim in dead in the eye and basically go for intimidate, but very clearly, I need to find my family. You help, or I stab you again.
Roll me intimidation, with advantage. And I also
Mm.
rolled, which I will reveal once you tell me what you rolled. Might be late.
The difference was a nat 1 versus a 15, which equals 21.
He also rolled a nat 1. So he's like, I didn't have anything to do with Lady or Lord Portia. That wasn't my shtick, okay? I didn't do that. I didn't do the Orca. You have no reason to stab me. I'm not the one that... I was just the one that got left behind, alright?
Okay, I am willing to establish some good information, which means you are a part of a group who have absconded away with people, or with our compatriots and leaders. Is that right?
Technically, no, because I didn't abscond away with anyone.
Don't get technical with me right now.
That's kind of my thing.
You will find out what that means if we keep going this route.
Look,
Just a question. Hold that thought. Just a question. Apex predators are allowed to eat little fish people, right?
not the sentient ones, no.
Not the
That's
sentient ones?
considered cannibalism.
What if you make them non-sentient beforehand?
That's murder, and then cannibalism.
Well, we kind of
Well-
got permission to do what we need to, so what's
You
the
don't
murder
need to
threat?
eat
Yeah.
this man.
It doesn't matter. Just asking. I can't really do.
Hypotheticals.
I can't really do anything to help besides detect magically things and whatnot, or I don't know, frost nails. But
Oh.
Look, all I know is that the ones that are worthy will be back.
Where is everyone now?
boy, he said.
Who took them and where they take them?
The others.
Who are the
Alright.
others?
Then no, sorry. You're thinking that I was saying the others with lowercase t and o. It was capital the others.
Who are, air quotes, the others?
They're the other ones, the ones that weren't invited. Look,
You-
okay. I'm gonna get everyone as he says that to roll me a history check, please.
Making my head hurt. A history check?
Mhm.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm using real dice.
16.
Let's see,
9.
18.
14.
Ooh, 18 plus 3, 8, 9, 10. 21.
That checks
I'm-
with how much she reads.
I'm going to choose to fail for that checks
Even
how
though my
much he
history is a
doesn't
plus
read.
3.
Okay, so we've got a 16, an 18, a 14. Ezekiel's not doing it. Reginald, what did you roll?
No, I have a 21.
Oh, sorry, 21.
I got a 9.
Okay, Reggie, you know nothing about this. Titus, something scratches at your brain like you should know this, but you're a little bit focused on the fact that he's was mentioning another orca without prompting.
Swear. In my mind, I'm thinking, I swear to God, I'm going to eat this fucking guy. He does not tell me where she is.
I will start with one thing at a time.
Carla, you remember that once upon a time, when there were still warring countries, there were six countries rather than 5. Vivi,
Ugh.
you remember that as well, but you also remember that that 5th country is not technically gone. They just don't have land anymore. So there is still a country, there is still a nation that exists without any land to call their own.
Oh, they're the Jews. That sounds bad.
No, I want to say nomads, kind of like nomads.
Yeah, that's
That's-
better. That's better.
Nomadic people, because they don't have a land to call their own, so they keep traveling.
The thing is
Gotcha.
that they had land. They had land.
Keyword had.
In everyone else's land, they had some land, and they were an ally to everyone. And then everyone decided that they didn't get that land anymore.
Well, that's just not nice.
So they are, and this isn't a new thing. Like, this happened a long time ago, but you're realizing now, as you're remembering this, that this is the first event where someone of that delegation wasn't invited at all.
This is a evil queen scenario.
Not quite. Even with that 21, though, there's not enough, like, they're not reported on, they're not talked about. It seems like they've been intentionally forgotten as a country, as a people. So you know that there's another country that's supposed to be here today that wasn't acknowledged, purposefully not acknowledged. But that's all you know. You don't know who they would be. You just know that they're there, and they would have some reasons to be a bit miffed about not being here.
Hmm. I don't have anything to add to this. I'm just taking
What-
notes
Are
now.
you telling the others?
Yeah, I tell them about the telling the others. I'm telling the others about the others. Remember from history. She kind of looks at some of the group. Remember from history lessons about the others that the kingdom of old that had their land taken away from them. That's still a nation, but not a nation. They are still considered importance, even though some royalty do not consider so. So therefore, they were not invited.
Ooh, they got snubbed.
A Maleficent situation, if you will.
That's what I said about Evil Queen.
Mm.
This is an Evil
Yes.
Queen situation.
An evil fairy. Well,
Evil was on
either way.
purpose.
An evil
So
fish.
Tim, where were you
I almost
supposed to be
answered,
going
you
for?
son of a bitch. I was like, yes, oh fucking.
So Tim, where were you supposed to go from here?
I was supposed to go into the portal, but it closed before I got there.
Do you have access to open said portal yourself?
No,
Is that
I'm
a
not.
thing for you?
I'm not magical. Someone else did it. That was their job, and I just got left out because I wasn't quick enough.
And where did the portal lead to?
I don't know. I wasn't told where we were going. I was just told what to do.
And what were you told to do?
Dig out the floor
Why?
so they could get in.
Oh,
Um,
bother.
And with that, we're gonna go on our break.
Already?
Well, it's been a bit. It's been an hour and 10. Do you want to wait and do some more stuff, or we can go?
I mean, if people need to take a breaky poo, that's perfectly fine with me.
I'm getting a bit
I
peckish,
need
is
to
all.
go potties.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we'll go on a little break, and then we'll be back. Thank you all for watching,
Buckwheat.
and we'll be back. and that was caught on stream. Hello, and we're back. Last we left off, these guys were interrogating a sandfish. Cool cat. And it was going somewhat well. He was being fairly evasive with his answers, but last revealed that he helped remove the floor so they could get in. What are we doing now, guys? The fish is still in Titus's hand.
I guess I'd like to look at the lizard guy. Does anyone else want to look at the lizard guy at this point?
The
he
lizard
down there?
guy left. He got the sand
Oh.
and was taking it to his messenger.
All right, never mind.
I do believe we need to take this one into custody.
I got the vase.
I'm not going back in the vase.
Maybe the gods.
I mean, you can try, but I will leave.
Well, how do you propose to get what we need, which doesn't injure you and or vase you
What do you
per,
need?
per se?
What do you
I need to get to wherever my family is right now.
Well, unfortunately, you can't.
Well, unfortunately, you may go in a vase then.
I won't. I don't know where it is that they were taken. I just know that some of them will be back. Probably.
Is
All
this
right,
creature native to this place?
Roll me a history check.
Oh, that's gonna fail bad. I was right. That is a 4.
You have no idea who belongs anywhere. All of these people could be from Aquarius. You don't know.
Where is here?
Where is
Um,
here? That's unclear.
Hey, is this creature like, from around here or not? Anybody know?
I mean, I wasn't born here.
All right, well, where were you born?
I don't know. Somewhere.
Well, it doesn't know where it was born.
I didn't.
It doesn't know where these people are supposed to go.
Yeah, I don't know where I was born because I traveled a lot as a child. Like, well, it wasn't really something I kept track of. Schools of fish
So-
move.
I do recall that there used to be a 6th country with land, and now you are still a country but nomadic in nature. What I cannot
be
recall the
clear,
name.
To be clear, I'm
Yes.
not part of that country.
All right,
What country's that?
that's what I was asking.
Yeah, you
Uh,
didn't give me a name for what the country.
I didn't. I don't know. Why do you think that I know these things? I'm not well versed in history.
This is the
No,
pocket
no, 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 no.
asking.
No. This is me responding to them asking the fish.
Well, you are part of their crew, are you not? You were involved.
I
It
was
would
I
make
was
sense.
involved. I'm not part of their crew. I'm not one of the others. Like, I was hired. I'm a mercenary.
She looks at
Well,
the
what-
stab wound and the boss.
Look, people don't normally stab the ground.
So what exactly did you get out of all this?
Well, I wasn't gonna
Other
get
than a stab
stabbed.
wound.
I wasn't gonna get stabbed. I just wasn't quick enough to get to the portal. I was
Yeah.
I was gonna get paid.
What were you going to be
What
paid?
exactly? How much?
Well, that hadn't been determined. They were gonna steal some stuff from here and like sell it, and then get an approximation of how much that was gonna cost. Like, there's some fancy shit here. This is a palace.
So
Did
you're
they
getting nothing.
steal? They stiffed you. They left you,
Okay.
forgive the phrase, high and dry.
To be fair, I'm not at the location I was supposed to be to get paid.
And where is that location?
I don't know, because it was through the portal that I missed, because I wasn't fast enough to get in the portal.
Well,
If you
here's
give
your
me
He
problem.
has
Tim,
no
for-
clue where the meeting place is, so therefore, because he's too dumb to follow instructions, and too
And
stupid to be quick enough to make to the destination point. So therefore, he's useless, and therefore we don't need him anymore because he's not cooperating. So therefore, we shall just turn you into authorities on accountability of you being a petty thief and
One-
aiding in a kidnapping.
well, that
Multiple
Fair.
kidnappings.
2, I didn't steal anything yet. 3,
Yeah, it's
you can
I don't
turn
know.
me
You
over
kind
to
of stole this vase.
I didn't steal that vase. You put me in that vase.
I'm pretty sure that I saw you steal this vase. You were in it and you were moving around trying to swim with it.
You realize that the guards can see us here, right? They're just up there.
Well, sure.
They know I wasn't the one that took the vase.
That
Li-
doesn't
little-
matter anymore.
little fish. Just so you know, the monarchy is gone. We are helping, and they have threatened to kill us, even though we are helping. How do you think they're going to treat you, who are culpable? And do you like your head sitting on your fins?
Well, it doesn't sit on my fins. It sits on my body.
You know what I mean.
To be clear, I know exactly what's gonna happen to me. I'm gonna get put in a jail cell.
I don't think that actually might happen. You might be made. There's something the monarchy likes to use, especially in sad situations like this. Make an example of that thing.
Yeah, I'll be put in a jail cell, and they'll put out a public execution to make a statement about my death for the others. You're right. That will happen. But I'll have to be in a jail cell first.
So Titus is still holding this fish.
Titus is still
Yep.
holding the fish, yeah.
I want to ask. I mean, he's gonna ask
He's
Titus.
not holding him in a hard way. He's probably got him pinched, but it's not something that he wouldn't be able to get out of. I just rolled really poorly the last couple of times.
Hey Titus, can you put our little friend here back in this vase?
You had your chance, little man.
Can you please roll a grapple, and I'll give you advantage because I presume Ezekiel's helper.
Yeah. On that note, though, I'm gonna make a noise, and I want my children to go into the vase as well before the fish.
Elgond.
Okay.
No.
Not
Your
all of
children
them.
are-
Let's say 7.
I'll be real with you. He's not gonna fit if your kids are in there.
How many kids could fit in there?
He's not gonna fit if your kids are in there. He barely
Oh.
fit himself.
What am I rolling?
Okay.
That's the whole
Never
point.
mind.
A grapple check.
So
I was just gonna have him beat him up while in the vase.
athletics.
Yeah. Strength. Just go with the strength.
Okay.
Very.
First one was a 14. Second one's a natural 20 for a 24.
Okay. So he almost gets away. He does get put in the vase. I'm just gonna quickly roll something else though. Never mind. I'm not gonna roll anything else because I rolled poorly. He's back in the vase.
Oh.
So back of the vase. Ezekiel's gonna give the vase to Titus because I'm assuming Titus's hand is the one that's on there anyway. At the
It would be
moment.
at this point, yeah.
So he's gonna hand it over to him. Friend, I think you're gonna be the one that probably could keep him, in there a little bit longer.
Just hand me over to the guards. It's fine. Like, I get that this is
No,
what's
no.
gonna happen. I'm gonna die.
And you're okay with that in there?
I never said I was okay with it. I just know what's gonna happen at this point. I wasn't fast enough to the portal, and now I've been stabbed and captured.
I'm starting to think this is what he wants us to do. Because he's
But-
being very cooperative.
I'm not. I just got shoved in a vase.
Besides the point. And she's not even speaking to him. She's completely ignoring this little fish man and whatnot. She's trying to, but I would say I can't use my ice magic to make like a frozen lid, can I? Being creative with
what
my
is
magic.
your ice magic? Like what spell
I
are you
wanted
trying to?
Can I use shape water to harden above the lid or on the pot whatever to make like a lid with some bubble air holes so he can breathe and not suffocate since he's in a jar? Because with shape water I can make ice.
Hmm. You can freeze water, provided that there's no creatures in it. This water freezes,
Well,
unfreezes it whenever.
I would like I kind of want to make like a lid and just put it on the
I will allow
jar
you to
thing.
make an ice lid. Yes.
Yay! So she's using her tentacle, her squid arms, tentacles, and she's taking the water and she's making a lid. To kind of looking at the vase a little bit, making a lid. She's kind of using her nails to kind of poke little holes in it so he can breathe. Because fish need air too. And then she's gonna go, Titus, count of 3. We're gonna put this on it so just in case. 1, 2, 3.
Ah,
I think you're gonna stay with us for a little bit.
Well, I think it's time if none of you can make a portal, right? Is that anybody have that?
I do not have
portal?
that kind of magics. That is a
No.
magic. That kind of magic's well above my pay grade at the moment. Which technically
go
is
see-
well be up my pay grade, but
Maybe we can
since
find
this-
somebody that they up there can pay for this, because maybe someone is in this place that can do that kind of thing.
Hey,
Oh,
fish.
The problem remains, even if we find someone who can make a portal, where are they portaling us to?
Kim,
I'll shake the fire stuff. Maybe this will help them figure it out.
Tim, not that Tim.
Hmm?
Tim Fish Tim.
Yes. What?
Is your tunnel still around or no?
I mean, it fell in the floor.
So it's caved in?
Yeah, I was underneath the floor. I tunneled up, and then the floor caved in. Look, I wasn't the only one doing the burrowing, guys. I'm just the one that got left behind.
No. I'm not talking about the floor that was the ceiling. I'm talking about that she kind of stomps her
Oh,
foot on
you mean the
squishy-
bit that I was hiding in?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, but like that's not a tunnel. That was just a patch of ground.
That
They were burrowing through the ceiling
I'm
slash
done.
floor above us.
I'm done with the fish. Somebody take this fish away from me.
Well, I think.
Ezekiel's gonna go ahead.
Do we want to just pull said fairly fun announcing person down to see if he knows a guy with a portal?
All right.
Ezekiel will go up there and like grab the announcer, but he's gonna grab
The-
another vase as
The
well.
announcer is not here currently.
Oh.
He went as you requested to go and get the head architect. He isn't back yet,
That's right.
so he's
Well,
not
he's still
here.
Ezekiel's still grabbing another vase.
Okay, why?
Never know when you're gonna need a good vase. It's coming handy so far.
Titus, did you have your
Become
hand
tremendously
raised then?
useful.
I don't.
no, I was imitating holding the base because
Oh.
if he was gonna fuck up, I was gonna go.
Okay.
So what are you giving this vase to the guards? Are you keeping it with yourselves? What are you doing?
I mean, yeah. So I hand this to them, yeah.
I think he's more useful to us, at least with us at the moment. But we should find someone important up there. Is there anyone looking around up
Besides-
there?
Yeah.
Roll me and actually, what's your passive perception? You're not doing really checking.
Hold on here. Sure, I'll tell you. Passive perception is an 11.
There's no one important up there.
Oh,
All the
good.
important people are gone.
Oh, son of a bee. All right. And we none of us know a portal person. Well, this is dandy.
What about one of them royals upstairs?
They have already left as well.
No, he's like asking them. Any of them do any of this portaling thing you're talking about?
No idea.
Portal.
There's not a.
Titus, I'm gonna need you to say portaling in that accent louder, please, because that was delightful.
Portaling?
As you
Is
were.
it?
Portling?
Is
Portling?
this just high magical stuff here? I'm sorry, I'm not very in deep with the magics.
It's something of a magician's higher caliber that they can do. You can either get a teleportation circle pre-made in scroll form, and you, as long as you have somebody who is aptitude in the magical arts, they can use the spell. Or they had somebody in their kidnapping party who is aptitude enough to cast a very complicated spell for teleportation.
As because does it have a cover for this guy?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's got a
perfect.
cover.
I see.
Made the cover
So-
for it.
Got the cover. I put him down. He goes, I have magic too. You want to see?
Yes.
To the vase. Ah, got you.
Oh,
My priestess taught me that one. The cheeses taught me that one. She's very funny.
Well,
I
the
feel
only
like if you've seen the TikTok of the Australian guy that does the platypuses, I feel like I'm doing that, but a Russian version.
He's not Australian, but I know who you're talking about. It's a Frank, Creepy Dave.
I love that man.
Hey, it's great to die. Very good. I am Creepy Dave. Hello.
Oh no, I've lost a dice. That's gonna be okay.
No.
well, there's limited options at this point. We could go toward the lizard because the lizard said he might have someone who knows more about this, which means maybe they could make a portal. That's his maybe an easier route, or we go someplace where people know lots of things.
Didn't
The prairie. The prairie is what I feel is where very much knowledge is.
Didn't Tam say something about our people are gonna come back?
I don't want to wait
Yes.
like that because who
How
knows
long
what's
has
actually.
that been since then?
And just keep in mind that the words have changed. It doesn't say that sentence anymore. It says, "Who is worthy?" Right?
Are you worthy?
Like,
Are you worthy?
No. Are you worthy?
Well,
You fucking.
Are
If
we
they're
worthy?
if they're gonna possibly come back, where exactly are they gonna come back to? Like
And are they
them
gonna come
coming
back,
back
the
is
same,
kind
or
of
are they gonna be
vague.
changed?
They could come back at a box.
If they're coming back, they're not dead.
Well, how do you know? You're in a vase and you weren't expecting that either.
Yeah, but that's because I fucked up, not because the other people fucked up.
Well, like, the people you're working with could fuck up and accidentally kill somebody.
No, if they kill somebody, it won't be an accident.
Also makes me want to do the things. Okay. Anyone want to go and find the lizard, or anyone want to go for a different field trip?
I can find the lizard.
Oh, good.
Kind of thinking
Ugh.
we might need to salvage a little bit of what's, going on here. Kind of like what Vivi was kind of talking about before. We don't really know what all this is going to be, like the fallout from this is going to be later on. If these people don't come back, at least we're what country we in again, Calla?
Our home country, Aquarius?
Aquarius.
I
Aquarius?
mean, I ain't from here, so I don't know. Well, yeah, but here, this place could go to shit real quick.
Willing to risk it to go find who I want to go
The
find.
biscuit.
I was about to say that.
Great minds think alike.
I got no guppy in this fight at the moment, so I mean, really, I can just go with the flow. I got Calla here; she's okay. Been friends with her, but ain't nobody that was taking one of mine, so to say.
Oh, seems like there's a plan. Let's just go find the lizard, I guess, and go from that.
All
I'll
right.
need a bigger vase.
Are you taking Base Boy with you?
Yes.
Okay, you're bringing the Base Boy with you. Good to know. So you guys head off in the direction that you know the lizard went. One person, roll me a general intelligence check.
Not me.
Not to me.
Okay. Just a general intelligence?
Yes.
Intelligence. I'm gonna use my die because I wasted up all my online lucky rolls because of the stupid game. Ooh. Okay, 14, 15, 16, 17.
17. Okay, so you get a general idea of where the lizard man would be. Just because you know that he went to the event that you guys did, he's probably in the same wing as you all. So you head in that direction. It takes you about an hour or so to actually locate him. But he is in his cove, having no one with him at the moment at all. It seems that his whole party was taken, outside of like his servants and stuff. And he's just trying to figure out what the fuck to do now that he's kind of sent everything off. Hello.
Hello there. We've found something. Not just the sand I sent you with. We have also this, and I motion towards the vase, which I hope whoever's holding it shakes a bit.
You've got a vase with an ice top? Sorry,
You shake it.
you've got a vase with an ice top. I gave these guys two
There-
similar voices. Fuck.
Tim.
There's a felonious fish inside there. There's a felonious fish that
Nice
apparently helped.
alliteration.
Appreciated. Apparently they made a portal and took all the people away that way. So I am guessing at this point that this sand is part of that portal. And if trying to figure out if it'd be useful, because we need to figure out how to get wherever they are.
Sir, I'm changing the lizard's voice now so he's less like fish. Sir, from what I know already, the sand was everywhere underneath, yes? It's everywhere?
Oh yes.
And then it was also the words.
Yes.
So the words weren't part of the portal.
That is true.
So it's likely not all portal sand.
Portal sand.
I wonder if
Well,
the
you-
bird is one.
Sorry, what?
Sorry, I was just thinking if bird was the word. Bird is the word. Bird is the word.
Bird is the word.
Miss Birds, to be honest.
Well,
I've never seen. What is this bird? What is a bird?
They are
I've always seen
primarily
these sea eagles.
yeah, land and air creatures. You never want to meet an emu.
She looks
Well.
confused. Intrigued, but confused.
Well, you have the sand from the floor. If I had to guess, the floor sand is the portal, because the portal probably was down there, where I have the writing sand.
And where did you find
That
the
does that sound right?
Where did you find the felonious fish?
I stabbed him.
But where did you find him?
Oh, in the floor.
He was stealing that vase he's in.
Can you roll me a deception check, please?
Are you guys trying to be deceptive?
Molly,
Well, he lied.
Zeke straight up lied, so.
Ah, 20. Plus something. Maybe. Oh wow, I have a 26.
Well, they are pretty nice vases. I suppose I can understand that he was trying to steal them. But, what has he got to do with anything else?
He said the
apparently-
other. You go. You do.
That's all right. Apparently he was a mercenary hired by quote unquote the others, all capitalized. To
Capitalized, just the first letters. It's a name. It's a noun.
when I
No.
said all capitalized, I meant the words were all capitalized. But thank you for the yes. Anyway, so he dug a hole into the floor for these others. They made a portal. He was too fast. They were too fast with the portal, and he was either too slow or purposely left behind, so he'd be stiffed with payment. It seems to be unclear at this point. But, yes, he's involved.
He goes to the vase and looks through the ice lid and just sees the fish kind of finning him off in disgruntlement. He looks to you, Reginald, and in Thieves' Cant says, "You know who the others are, don't you?"
I have heard such things in Thieves' Cant.
Kala's looking between the two of them like, why are they talking about broken legs and the weather down under?
Vivi, you
I
are
just see mouth words. I just see mouth words. I have no clue. I think my translation. Oh, wait, where's Davy?
This is a worrying development. But it makes sense that such a disgruntled group would tie themselves to someone like this.
Is that in
Underhanded.
common or Thieves' Cant?
That's
Is that common or
still,
Thieves'
that's
Cant?
still in Thieves' Cant.
Okay. I feel like there's more going on here, but I need to get there to understand it and do anything at this point.
The problem is that we're not entirely sure where there is. When someone displaces you, and he kind of pauses and then switches back into common. When someone is displaced, normally you know where those people go when they're displaced, whether or not they amalgamate into the country that they're still in, or they put up a fight or something. You normally know where they are. With the people of Furlis, we don't know where they went. We know they're still around, and we know that they're contactable, but we don't know where they went. and all of you will notice. So Furless is the 6th country, which is Ferliss.
Ferliss.
That's the 5th or 6th.
That's the 6th. There are 5 that are commonly known, and then there's the 6th one.
I believe you said all 5 were invited except for the 6th one. Is
Yes.
that right?
Yes. We know they're there. We just don't know where there is. And anyone who we send to contact them, like messages and such, cannot tell us where they deliver the messages.
Where exactly were where was the territory they used to have?
They used to have a portion of territory within each of the kingdoms.
Are they like protected or something?
Well, you know who most of the people of Furless is, don't you? I suppose you wouldn't. They've kind of been scrubbed from a lot of histories. They're mostly the people that can be forgotten, I suppose. They're plankton, or people like this fish who are burrowing fish or hiding, or creatures that are easily looked over or missed or unnoticed. They're the smaller creatures that exist between the gaps of air. They're also what helps us run our entire world. Which is why it was important that we had a representative in each country. But then, slowly as things progressed, they were less needed, or at least perceived to be less needed. And then everyone just ousted them at one stage.
That's
What exactly were they needed for?
Existence. They did the jobs that were unknown to be needed until they were done. It's much like how a servant exists in the royal court themselves. They do their job in such a way that no one sees them doing their job. They make sure that things run smoothly. After a while, as technology's increased, much like myself, I'm able to come underwater now and be a representative. That wasn't possible at the time, so there were people who would be in between myself and people underwater. But now we have things that do that. We have things that do their jobs now. It's the unknown things that we were able to erase that they did. So much so that I don't truly know what it is they did anymore, because it's so unnecessary in this day and age. They're
darn
forgotten.
capitalism.
It is the age of capitalism and the age of manufacturing and revelation. They're the forgotten. They're the obsolete.
I guess we have to find someone who's going to remember them, I guess.
Sounds like we need a trip to a local historian or a library or an archivist.
Or someone maybe really old.
Well, the most old person that I knew of has been kidnapped. That would have been Queen Perla.
It's not like we would have gotten a conversation with her anyway.
That is fair. Reginald, was your father taken?
Yes, he was, which was a problem.
Fuck. Who else is old and decrepit?
Unless my father got stuck in a vase somewhere that we're unaware of.
Funny.
Ezekiel, roll me an intelligence check, please.
Oh gosh.
Why?
Just roll it for me, because I'm about to do a funny thing.
Okay, that's actually not bad. 18.
For a second, you feel the need to check the vase you're holding, just in case Reginald's dad is actually in that vase. But you
Oh, he
think
totally
better
would
of
have
it.
done
Yeah.
that. He totally would have checked to make sure that he didn't like grab a vase, pull the plant out, and there was a fish in it already.
So does he check it now?
Oh, he would check it.
There's a fish in that vase.
That we have.
He's gonna look in the vase. He's gonna put his hand over the vase cover.
There is a very splendid looking guppy in that vase.
Okay, well he's still gonna put his hand over it. He's gonna be hey, what if hypothetically, what if there was a fish in this vase already?
Don't we? We already have. That's the vase over there. I will poke the ice vase.
No. I'm talking about this vase I got right here. You know this one right here. You know that I picked up.
Yeah.
We're gonna call it second vase.
Okay. All right. Yes. Second vase.
So I got the second vase, and then he's gonna like take it over towards Reginald. Just tap on it, like and say hello.
Hello? Oh my, you've got to be kidding me.
Look,
Father?
I didn't check if there was a fish in this vase beforehand, but
I can't breathe.
Father? You there?
Father, can you hear me?
Hear me.
Reginald! Is that you?
My boy.
Oh.
My boy.
Oh my. Oh my. Oh, can I see that please, Ezekiel?
My face hurts.
I suppose, and he'll hand you the vase, and then he's gonna look for another vase.
I'll hand you
Are
a
they
back
all in
one.
vases?
I'm very familiar with my father getting stuck in things, so I will maneuver around to help free him from whatever lodged him in the vase.
He is not actually lodged in the vase. It is your dad.
Yep.
But as you're looking in the vase, you notice at the bottom of it, there's some burnt sand.
Oh.
And your dad doesn't look the same way that he did before.
Oh.
His eyes, which were a brilliant kind of purpley color before, are now completely black. And behind his fins, in the black sand that you've seen, there is a little mark that looks like... Let's see if the notebook will pick it up. Yeah, it looks kind of like a rain cloud with lines coming down from it. It's very small on him, but it is visibly there. And he's back.
Guess who's back?
Back
Dad,
again.
Father, where were you? And where are you okay?
I know not, my son. I am worthy.
Can you see me right now?
Yes? Should I not be able
Oh.
to see you?
Well, you look your eye color's changed. That's new. That is new. Do you know where you went or why are you worthy?
I've accepted it. I don't know where I am. I know where I am now. I don't know where I was.
Okay.
But to be fair, is this new for me? I don't know a lot. Your mother tells me I need to know more, and she's right. But
Great, Dad. Before we go down this row of thought, let's just, what did you accept per se?
I accept the terms of agreement to be worthy.
Oh, what is that exactly?
Don't be a dick. Essentially, I'm paraphrasing. There was more to agree to than that, but it was just basically don't be a dick.
Okay, so it was basically the other kingdom asked everyone not to be a dick. Okay, well, I can understand why you agreed. That's not that hard for you. But where's Mother though? Because Mother would have said Mother would have agreed to don't be a dick as well, I guess.
Well, I suppose when it's in offering up your existence, it's a little bit more challenging than that. But you know, it was fine for me.
I'm sorry, what?
Can I cast
What?
Primeval Awareness?
Sure. What does that do?
I expend a ranger spell slot, and within a mile radius, I can sense aberrations, celestials, dragons, elemental, fae, fiends, or undead.
Okay. He's just a fish.
Yeah. Do I feel any of the rest of those anywhere else?
In a mile radius? Yes. But also not in the way that you're thinking. There are
Well,
other
that's fine,
fish here that that exist in those kind of realms that are to be expected to be here.
Right. Mostly the undead's the main one that I'm honing in on,
Yeah.
I guess. Undead and fiend.
Well, what is this new mark you're wearing as well?
It
Father.
means I'm worthy. I'm very
Oh.
tired. There was a lot. It was a lot.
Do you know how did they tell you how to get back there in case you needed to, sign any additional paperwork or anything?
I don't need to. I don't need to go back. So no, they just put me back, and then I was like, "Ooh, this is a nice vase." Went to have a look at it. Wanted to see if there was any designs on the inside, and there weren't.
Ah, that okay. We're back on track for you. I could follow the last part. So, Father, these were the others apparently. Do you know about the others and where they happen to be regularly?
I know about Furless. They're the other kingdom that we kind of kicked out.
Fair. Do you know where they happen to be these days?
I mean, I don't know for certain, but there was some discussion about whether or not we had to send stuff to them through the world seam, but who knows? Honestly, I've got no idea.
All right. Okay. Well, world seam it is, I guess. Good. Thank you. I think that I should call some of our attendants just to take care of you at this point. Okay.
I'm gonna have a nap.
Okay. We has a perfectly good face here. I guess.
He's gonna fall asleep in your hand.
Oh, good.
Aw.
This.
Oh,
Well, good. Well, this is satisfying. I'm glad he's safe, but also terrifying. How is it going for the rest of you?
He's going to take his face back, but he is going to look at it. Were his eyes always like that?
Not at all. This is a strange one here. I do not know where we. I still think we need to find out more, but the world seem that's somewhere close to here, right?
Is that not where Titus is from?
Not really, my friend. It's a bit away.
Titus,
Of
is that
course.
not where you are native to,
Oh,
the world
yes,
scene?
yeah. Yes. Can y'all hear
You
me?
know.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think we're all having a hard time figuring out how to respond to that. No. So,
Yep.
I think we
It's
have.
pretty far away. From here, it's... How long would it be?
It's gonna be like it took you a couple of weeks to get here from the world sim, so it'll be a couple of weeks away.
It's
It's many weeks of travel. It's very far
Oh.
away.
it's going
Oh,
to take
good
us
lord.
a bit to get there. However, wait, can you people hear me? Yes. Okay,
Yes.
my sound's being weird. Okay. It- and I don't think we have the time to take a trip there. So your
Good.
papa is. I kind of want to go back and check on those words again.
Hmm.
Well, we have no other choices.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go back and see if there's anybody that else that has shown up.
And if anyone else is sporting that marking on them that did not disappear.
Well,
I will call an attendant for my sleeping hand father to hopefully take him to a room.
you get your father situated, and are you all going back to the hall, or are you just kind of sending some feelers out to see what's happening? Are you leaving the lizard man alone?
I forgot we were there.
Mm,
Since nothing
Ambassadors.
bet. Okay. Do we want to split up just in case? Because I'm fine with just going to check the words really quick and then coming back, as this lead has gone cold. Besides, Reginald finding his papa and all that.
Sorry, this lead has not gone cold. I just have to I had to send off my attendant to get stuff back.
Well, can you just get a hold of us if they get back here?
I
We'll
will.
go check the other things.
I will. I'm useful occasionally when you're not stealing my sword.
I will hand it back to him.
Thank you. It doesn't fit
I
you anyway.
Vivi kind of just bows her head to the lizard man. Then she's gonna go total off and just go check on the words.
Good. Carla.
Stop yawning! You're gonna make me yawn.
I can't help it. It's a midday. Should be having a nap.
Oh yeah.
I was doing that all day today at work.
Carla.
Ambassador Smith. Yes.
Yeah. No. So continue what you were gonna say. He's gonna respond to that. I was gonna start something myself. But...
Ezekiel's gonna follow Vivi, by the way.
Cool. Carla, what were you saying?
Ambassador Smith, we thank you very much for your assistance in this matter.
He kind of does a half bow and kisses your fin. Until next time, Lady Mari.
Until next time. She will gratefully give him a little curtsy and sweep from the room with elegance.
With elegance. Love that. So, are you following Ezekiel and Vivi, or are you going in a different direction to do other stuff?
No, she will go with Ezekiel and the Vivi, but she will keep her eyes open for other people who are possibly sporting a rain cloud motif upon their person, as she does.
Fantastic. Titus, what are you doing?
I guess I'm just kind of following. I'm a big lumbering kind of scary dude already, so I feel like
He's
too
not
much
scary.
too much stuff would make me. I talk more at the moment, so I guess I just look at it and just goes, oh, well, I think I need a drink.
You
Anybody
have
anything?
the vase, by the way. Still. Are you planning on
Oh,
Are you planning on keeping that with you? The vase with the fish in it. Are you planning on keeping that or giving that to the guards at some stage?
I'm gonna hold on to that.
Reggie, what are you doing in this moment after finishing the discussion about all of this?
I am also gonna go back to the main room.
Oh my god, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. So you head back to the main room. It is as you left it. The guards are trying to do some tidying up of things and collecting as much of what they deem as evidence as they can, but nothing really has changed in this area. There are no new people. You do not see anyone with those sigils.
Strange.
Give me an insight with advantage, Reggie.
Let's see, we get still get a 5.
Lovely. I'm gonna give it to you anyway. Because you didn't roll a 1.
Above a 2. He beat the difficulty. He beat the 2. That's all that matters.
It kind of occurs to you as you're looking around. Your dad is the head of your household. In name. But not really in anything else. He has lived the majority of life with your mother just going along with shit. Because that's just kind of the person that he is. He's like, yeah, no, cool. That's like, I'm gonna go get stuck in a vase or a wall or something now. I'm just gonna vibe. Your mum, at points, as he gets older and older, is having to make sure that he doesn't get his fins stuck in his shirts and stuff. So, like, he is very much the kind of person who would just go along with what people are telling him. And you kind of get the idea that, like, the reason that he's back so quickly is because he was just like, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
runs makes sense.
And that may be why no one else is back, because no one else was just like, yeah.
No one else was like, yeah, cool about that. So I will tell the group this. My father most likely is back because he is well, he got stuck in a vase. I think you all can make assumptions that are fair at this point. He doesn't always do the things he ought to do in the best situations. So I cannot judge how this all is going for everyone else just based on him being back. But
Did he say what he agreed to? Or what
not
was
to be
asked
a
of
dick.
him?
To not be a dick was how he surmised it. I don't necessarily think that's the complete story, to be fair. So I guess.
And there's no way for him to give a more precise recounting?
That is as precise as he normally gets, to be fair with you. Unfortunately, he is not the one we go to for astonishingly accurate information. My mother, who is still missing, is the one that goes through.
Oh, I would give my left fin for someone that could just dive into memories right about now.
I'm sorry, wrong character, wrong game. I can't do that.
How seriously do you say I would give my left fin for this?
Exactly what she just said.
Okay, so it's got a vibe of like, I'm just saying this because of this situation sucks.
It's like we need someone who can look into minds.
Okay.
Like, I need someone like this. So she is seriously needing someone, but she's using her left fin as a turn of phrase.
Yeah. Cool. Is there anything else that you guys can think of that you want to do before the day ends?
I want to
Not
respond
really.
to what Kala said,
Okay, go ahead.
and this is going to put you on the spot, and I apologize.
Me?
No, our
Oh,
wonderful DM.
Me?
He, after she says that, he tries to sit down and communicate with his patron.
I did actually start working on this. I think your patron, given the vibe that you give, your patron is one of going with what the world throws at you. It's a god that is designed to exist through all things, both difficult and easy. It is the god of the channels of the world. So your god is named Churlis, and he is the god of the
Write
channels.
that down.
They are the god of the channels, which is Churlis.
Churlis.
Yeah. And I'm realizing that's
Okay.
pretty close to the country that I just made up, so I should maybe change one of those, but
Well then, yeah, he's gonna try to communicate
Mm.
with him because he doesn't want Kala to have to give up one of her beautiful fins for
that's fair enough.
that type of
what
information.
how are you trying to commune with your god?
Oh,
Because of like I guess how the god is, he probably would just communicate with him like very nonchalantly. Like he probably he may not even realize that he's a god,
Mhm.
but he'll be like, it's like, hey,
Thank you
like-
for this opportunity to bring this voice out that I'm about to do. But yeah, go ahead and say what you're gonna say to him.
okay, hey, Churlis, I got a long time no talk, but trying to figure out a few things about these missing people around here. Wonder if you could give me some insight on that and maybe some insight on some history stuff that you've probably, watched and laughed at and I don't know, eating, you eat barnacles, whatnot while you're watching all the stuff that happens to us.
Yeah, dude. Like, I totally vibe with all of this. So glad to hear from you, man. Like, I just love
Yuck.
hearing from my
Yeah.
guys.
Yucky.
We're
Yeah.
really
gnarly,
just
dude.
going. Yeah, it's gnarly. We're just really going with the
Yeah, man.
vibes, man. What
Gnarly
exactly
time.
do you want to know, my guy? Like, lay it on me.
Oh yeah. It's good talking to you two again. All this is quite tubular, I guess. So
I like listening to you try to talk to my slang. I love it, man.
yeah.
Oh, I haven't heard this stuff in years. This makes my heart beat so happy.
Try-
Oh my god.
I'm also out of like above table. Like he's probably speaking out loud, like in
The-
all this, and
yeah.
just like a one-sided conversation.
You are getting the response in your head that everyone is hearing you say that it's
Yeah.
really tubular. Yeah.
Yeah, he has.
You
This
just
is
see
how he's
Vivi
always
just kind
talked.
of mouth a tubular tequila. She goes, what is tubular?
So
She's gonna look over at his body and go, "Children, come to Auntie Kala. Your father's finally lost his mind."
I think he lost his mind a while ago because he keeps collecting vases. He lost his marbles. That's where he's putting his marbles.
So what are you asking your god?
Well, I just kind of want to know what type of you can give me any guidance on all this going on. Steer me in the right direction. You are the god of or you're. I don't know. You do something with channels, as far as I know. Maybe currents involved with that. All that stuff. Send me in a direction.
This is totally gnarly stuff, my dude. Like, I will see what I can see. Are you, like, casting any spells for this, or are you just having a chat? Like, what exactly are you doing to get him to give you this kind of extra knowledge?
He's just asking.
Oh.
He's just, it's like a prayer type of thing, except it's like, picking up his shell phone and just calling up his God. So
Beautiful. Well, since technically we're supposed to like go by the rules, I can't give you anything specific other than what you guys have already heard. Like, generally with how things go, I'm supposed to get like some sort of devotion act other than just you pray to me, my guy. Like, having a chat is fine, helping you on your way, that's probably gonna be like a communion or something, or like, going to eat some more starfish or like something like that. But I
I'm always
respect
up for the starfish.
I respect the dedication and like giving me a holler and just letting me know. For now, what I could say is stick with your people. Like, they're gonna be able to spot a rip before you do, and are able to call out if you need help. Watch the waves. Don't let yourself get sucked out. And maybe don't try and catch a tube right now.
Don't try to catch the what?
Like don't do anything that's risky. If I have to talk in like people, don't be risky right now.
All right, so be more
Chill.
conservative.
Chill.
Okay, so to get all these little extra things you're talking about, you got like a list of stuff that you want me to do.
Well, I'm not really sure. I've never really been, Look, for now, we'll just go with the flow. We'll see what happens. I will get back to you on a list of stuff that would help. But, for now, you're dealing with some pretty gnarly stuff, my guy. I want you to be, like, just chilling. I don't want you to get in any kind of, like, messed up sitch where you could be, where it could take you under. That's not what I'm after. That's not what I'm here for. So, like, I'm glad you're doing stuff, though. Like, these people seem pretty chill.
Well, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
I'll,
You got me thinking, actually, now. Dude, I've forgotten already. Alright, well, look, dude, you keep at it, and I will get back to you on, like, devotion stuff. Maybe brainstorm with your gang, see what the old noggins can rub together and do. Do not die.
All right, I can attempt on that one.
Great. And also don't agree to anything like what, was it Regiru?
Oh, I think that was you mean that other fish?
Yeah, his daddy, don't agree to whatever his daddy agreed to. That shit is
Alright.
wicked bad, and I would not advise for it.
What exactly is it? You know what? I figure I gotta do some devotional stuff first before I can get an answer for that. So that's
Yeah.
okay.
Like, I want you to go on your adventure without me, like, giving you little floaties for your pool. You want to experience life at its peak. So, I'm gonna let you float and just make sure you don't sink. Other than that, it's up to you to catch a wave.
All right. Well, good talking to you. Thank you for the information. Your wayfulness.
It's rad talking to you. You can just call me Churlish. You don't have to call me anything else. Like, that's fine, my guy.
All right. Well, thank you.
Hey, thank you for chatting.
Churlish.
It gives me something to
yeah.
do with my day. I'm losing my accent because I'm doing more of yours. Yeah, So I'm gonna go catch a wave, and you keep on being you, my guy.
We will do. Thank you, Turles. Love you. And he'll stop.
That's we're not there yet, but I appreciate the sentiment. Thank you, my guy.
Oh, totally far out, man. That was
Kala
so
is looking at.
naughty.
Kala is watching Ezekiel a lot more incredulously and concerned than she ever has before. She's like motioning for your children to come over to her because she is concerned.
Vivi's just counting all these choice words she's never heard before. She's gonna try to figure out how to add them to her vocabulary because they were very colorful. And she's assuming that's how most laid back nobles start talking.
Oh
He's gonna look at everyone else, be like, "Oh, so just had a conversation.
Oh, we
With
noticed.
somebody. Oh, you
Mhm.
did? Okay. Oh, good. Did you hear it?
We heard you babbling to nothing.
Well,
Mhm.
no, no,
Oh, so
Stroke.
you only
maybe
heard
not
like half
nothing.
of it.
Did you
So
catch
here
another
you-
fish?
Oh no. Apparently no. So I'm this thing called like a lock or something. Anyway, I talked to somebody that gave me powers, and with these powers, I tried to talk to him, kind of like praying, except with this one, he's kind of, I don't know, he just kind of like one of us, everyday folk. But what he
Speak for
told me,
yourself, darling.
I am. But what he told me is that whatever your daddy did was bad, and we shouldn't do it.
Well, it's his eyes turned black. It's that's never a good sign, I don't think.
Yeah, but he made it out to be, pretty bad. Like he
Oh,
used some
God.
fancy words, like it was like, unrighteous and not tubular. So
What
For
does
sure.
for him,
tubular
I
mean?
think that means that everything's, pretty shit up.
Tell me you're not a cult without
Yeah.
not telling me you're in a cult.
He did tell me that we should probably catch a wave. So
All right.
I don't know if that
Wave-
means we're going to the surface.
What? What?
This-
Well,
I don't
I've heard
think
of
some of us-
waves. But
I-
like they're up near the land, I thought.
I don't think my mother could breathe there. I'm not even. It's even worse now. Well, I guess we don't answer what we don't do what my father did, but no one else is here. This is a bad sign because that means nobody else decided they were gonna jump on the whatever bandwagon requests that they had. I guess I don't know if there's much else we can do at the moment.
Maybe go towards this place that Titus was from.
The words, yes. I hope you all have the stomach for the trip.
I got
Many
4 of 'em.
very dangerous things are ahead.
Well, it's
Give me 1
weeks.
moment,
It's
please.
weeks away.
I go and I draw in the sand, and what you see what looks like to be imagine if a squid and the what is it the Aberthoth, it's a D&D
Aberlith.
monster, an
Aberlith?
aberth and a squid came together and had a baby. That is one of many different creatures that are out in the this is many creatures that are out there. I hope you have the stomach and the adept for possibly fighting.
I mean, I
I-
got 3 extra stomachs if anybody needs one.
I just don't think.
I am a bard by
Yeah.
trade. I'm not a fighter. But I suppose
I've
we
heard
are the
many strong, incapable ones of lulling certain creatures to sleep. Maybe you're one.
why I never. I suppose I could try.
Oh, come on,
There we
Callie,
go.
you're
Good
being
job.
you're being modest. I've seen you fight a little bit before. Remember that guy you know when I told him to hold my arrow and I stabbed him with it and you took it out of him and stabbed another person?
I like you. Yes.
All right. Well, they had it coming though. They were being unrowdy.
Well, yeah, they made fun of you on stage, so they definitely had it coming.
I'm just going to say there's some trouble in how long it would take to get there, right? That's our current problem. We need to get there much sooner before anybody comes back with a bunch of cases of black-eyed itis or whatever.
Well, perhaps we could take the Whale Express, or perhaps ride the East Australian Current. Sorry.
The wrong part
Finding-
of the wrong part of the world, and also that's on Earth, not here.
Wrong world.
I know. I'm just going for the Finding Nemo reference.
we do love
The
that.
EHC.
Mm-hmm. Gotta grab shell, dude.
Far
Um,
out! Far out!
Righteous! Righteous!
You were just talking to the god of
You
the
totally
channels, so-
rock, Squirt.
so
Give me some noggin. Dude.
as this day turns to nightfall, you're all kind of just sitting in waiting. Like, you know that potentially there's something at the World Seam for you to investigate. Potentially there's not. Potentially, you also need to go and talk to a historian in the near future in the hopes that they might have something as well. So you need to find one of those, and you're also waiting for the lizard man to get back with anything from the dust. Other than that, is there anything that you guys desperately think that you might need to do soon?
I probably leave a note for my siblings that, hey, Dad's back. Might not want to go see him yet, but be careful. Talk to.
Oh, sorry. Didn't you?
Go ahead.
No, you go.
No, go ahead.
No.
I think Kala, whenever she retires to her room, does she have like an open balcony at one point, or is it sealed off rooms?
They're designed to be coves, but you will have like separate rooms. There's no real viewing point in your room specifically, but there will be like an area that you can go and enjoy the ocean.
All right, Kala will attempt to go there by herself at some point before the night is over.
So you do that. What are you doing there?
She is going to quiet herself and just look inside, almost meditative like, to trying to find the beat, the pulse that lives inside her. And she's going to try and connect into the song of creation that she's heard ever since she was a little minnow.
Mhm.
And she's going to try if she can tell if the song feels like it has a different concordance or a different note. If it feels like it's leading her somewhere, or she gets a sense of what the tapestry is showing.
Roll me a performance check.
That's where I'm a Viking. 21.
You have known this song your entire existence. It's a part of who you are, and it's a part of where you lead your life. You notice in this moment of clarity, now that you've completely isolated yourself in this moment just to tune in. And you notice something that you didn't notice before. There seems to be an opposing drum beat or bass line or something that's hidden underneath the rest of the tune. That's just one beat off. Instead of doing it to a heartbeat, it's almost as if it's missing every second beat. And it's enough that most of the time it fits in, but every so often just something skips. And it's acting as though it's trying to go unnoticed.
There's a second beat trying to fit into the Song of Creation. Melkor is attempting to get into the music of the Ainur.
It is trying to create something that should not,
Gosh,
that goes against. At the moment, it's not going against it too much, but you can tell the longer this goes on, the more out of beat it's going to be.
Kala will realize and know that she is simply a note in the grand orchestra, but she will attempt to add in her song to the Song of Creation to try and weed out the other sound, or to perhaps pinpoint what its source is.
Roll me an Arcana. Oh, yeah, let's go with Arcana. You're trying to take your inner source and put it into this moment.
17.
You get the same sense that you did before. That this thing is currently only a little bit off. Enough that you, like, focusing on it, you can notice it. If you weren't focusing on it, you might hear it occasionally, but it wouldn't really be something. You also think about what you know today. And you think about the fact that there is one person here that is now just a beat off their normal self. Which is Reginald's dad. He, as with everyone, is a note within the Song of Creation, but his note is now slightly shifted. And you have a feeling that the longer it goes on, the more notes are going to be just slightly shifted off until a new song is being told.
Most intriguing. I like it. Out of character, in character, I'm very concerned. Out of character, that's freaking dope.
So you have that moment to yourself. Titus, what are you doing in this moment as the day comes to a close?
I guess he just pulls out the little kind of, I have like a fabric from the chiefess, just like holding it, and in his head he's thinking, I'm gonna get you back, I'm going to do this, I'm going to get you back. Out of context, everybody who's watching me just sees me holding a piece of cloth, just outright just frozen solid, just talking to myself like,
Amazing.
and then catches all of you just looking at it and goes, oh, I'm
He's
going to
so
bed.
adorable. I love it.
I
I
need
just
them
love
now.
it.
As you drift off, you've still got that piece of fabric with you, next to you, and you know, whatever it fucking takes, you're getting her back. Ezekiel, what are you doing as this day comes to a close?
He'd probably let his children out and he would talk to them about Churlish.
Mhm.
Telling them how tubular and grand he is, and somehow they should maybe also try to pray to him or have a conversation with him every day. And then he would probably send the one child with him, or the one child that has been with Kala before, when they first met. He would send that child to Kala
Hmm.
just so she has company in her room overnight.
Lovely. And is that
Just so
everything
she's
you're
not
doing for the
alone.
night?
Yeah, that'd be it.
Lovely. Carla, after you head back to your room, you find waiting in your room one of Ezekiel's kids, who seems pretty happy to see you, all things considered.
Ah, hello there, little one. It has been a while.
Yes. Well, I saw you yesterday, but well, today. Yes.
Are you here to keep us company again?
Yes.
Do you want to snuggle up with little Verena, or do you want to snuggle with me?
Yes.
I suppose it wouldn't be amiss to cuddle up the three of us tonight.
Yeah.
Are you doing all right?
I got my head stuck in a hole the other day. That wasn't fun.
Do I need to look and see if you have any scratches or anything?
Nah, it was just mostly embarrassment, and then the box screamed, so like, that was scary, but we're good.
You are a brave one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yee!
I'm so glad you're doing this voice and I'm not, because I was just trying to think of a high-pitched southern voice like I'm doing, and it would kill my voice.
Yeah. Yeah, howdy. There you go.
So you have that nice little moment with the little tiny child. Reginald, what are you doing with your evening?
Okay. I will have volunteered to grab Tim and take Tim with me.
Titus,
Where am I going?
Titus, are you giving over Tim?
Yeah, I'll do that.
I would like to point out, just for the record, guys, I named him Tim not because of Tim, but because of Monty Python's Holy Grail, where the guy's like, there are some who call me Tim,
Tim!
and
Yep.
he was just giving a name. There's no guarantee that's his real name, but now it is, because you're all calling him Tim.
That's
I
why I
thought
called him.
I
I
heard
think-
Kim first, so I was thinking,
No,
his name's
it's fine.
Kim. Okay.
I think the DM just has a crush on me. And she wants to use my name.
You...
Ligasp. Ligasp.
I thought you said lick ass.
Legasp.
I also thought that's what was said.
I'm gonna tongue punch that brown eye. What?
It's disgusting. This is on stream.
Oh
Ah,
no.
That's gonna be
Oh,
cut
no.
from the YouTubes. Anyway,
This is live. You can't cut that.
I can cut that from the YouTubes. Reginald, what are you doing?
So
You're
I
taking Tim.
will. I would be taking Tim. Oh, this is gonna. Okay, so. All right, he has. Let's see, 2 thoughts. We're gonna let fate decide which one we're going with. I'm gonna use real dice for it too.
Odds or
Uh,
evens.
Okay, I will give that. If
Odds or evens.
pickpocket.
Odds.
Pickpocket.
Okay.
I see what you did there.
I know.
It's pickpocket, hot pocket, sweet pocket, deep pocket. It goes on. I've heard it all. What is
Okay.
it? What is
It is even. It is evens.
Oh, is that good
So,
or bad?
Well, so I am going to take Tim
Oh no.
and I'll be walking with Tim out.
Oh,
I'll be walking with Tim out to the edge of our fun little area
Oh, no.
per se.
oh. Okay, I know where this is going. Bye, Tim. It was
Um,
nice knowing you.
uh, I will be moving to wherever I would have seen at this point being the most secluded space that also gives drop off. Potentially that fun little balcony that someone may have been at earlier.
Yes, you will see Kyla actually leaving that area. You won't cross paths, but you do see her leaving.
Okay. Are you still in there, fish friend?
No, I somehow got past the ice barrier. What do you think?
Fair. I have a question, just a real simple one.
Yeah?
I will switch the thieves' cant.
Okay.
If you go, where are you going?
I'm going to see if I can find my money.
I'm willing to make a deal with you.
I'm listening.
I'll let you go and go get paid. And if you can get word to me where you are or where to go, I'll pay you more. Not in addition to what you get, you'll get more.
Okay.
I just ask that you follow through. If you do not, we'll go from there.
Okay.
I will break the ice and I will release Tim.
Tim swims out and looks at you for a moment. Is like, if I didn't think you were good for it, I wouldn't come back. So don't lose any status you've got currently, please.
Even if I lose status, money's not the problem.
Yeah, you sound almost as shady as the people I talk to.
Bye.
I'll let Tim go. I'm glad, Pocket, if it was what you chose, I would have murdered him. So we got to that point. I will go back to the room and just go from there.
Lovely.
I will also kind of keep an eyeful watch on the room that we stuck my father in, just to be a little cautious.
You hear snoring from that room. Deep snores, and he's been in there for a few hours at least, so he's probably gonna sleep through the night given how deep his snores are.
Fair enough. I will just make sure I observed it and get some sleep too.
Oh, good. Vivi, what are you doing as we close out the night?
Staring at the words. Does it still say
It still
What?
says, "Are you worthy?"
are you worthy? Nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed.
Since the night is pretty much coming to an end, they've done all that they can right now, because what they need, they have to wait until the next day when people are properly up and coherent and all that. So she's kind of trying really hard to think of what else she can remember about the others. As she's going back to her quarters. It's strange how the so-called queen who is hosting this ball has disregarded a nomadic nation that has lost their land, and this doing it as a very big FU to that nation, meaning that there's more bad blood. As she's saying this, when she gets into her room, she's immediately already talking to Davy, who's pouting and just staring at her from her bed and all that, because he didn't get to go to a fancy party and wear a fancy hat with his fancy little monocle.
Speaking of that sixth country, because it's too close to Churlish, I've decided to change how the spelling of that name is. It's now Freelig, which is Frelig. That's what the
Free
sixth...
leg.
Freelig.
I heard free leg. It's now
Freelig
free
works.
leg.
How do you spell it again?
Frelig. That's the sixth country.
Free leg is okay. The free leg. I have to change it. Free.
Because it was it was too close to the god of the channels.
How free leg is not free leg anymore.
Okay.
She kind of just sits in the middle of her room where Davy kind of just scuttles over to her onto her lap and all that, and she's just being because and trying to digest what just happened, what she was just going through, feeling that guilt, that pain, that never ending twinge that's just nagging at the back of her mind, telling herself she needs to do better, be better, pay attention, seeing those judgmental eyes just loom over her as she just kind of falls into a continuing spiral of anxiety. And now that she's alone with Davy, she cracks and breaks and cries.
Well,
She doesn't know what to do.
This has been a hard time for y'all. That's not surprising that you have a little bit of a cry now.
It's because it was only two of us that actually got hit with the bad juju.
It was, yes.
Mhm.
Okay, it was So
Nat 1, buddies.
yeah, not one, buddies. So it's hitting her harder, and her trying really hard, trying to keep it all together while she's with everybody. She doesn't want them to see this side of her just yet. It'll probably be a very long time before she will let them see this side of her. She wants to commune to her patron.
Which is also Churlish. No, that's...
No, I hope not.
Describe...
It would be funny.
Describe the connection that you have with your god.
It's not a god. She's a warlock.
God in terms of, like, person, but
Yeah.
Describe your connection.
Symbiosis is the best way I can describe it. It's a give and take. It works both ways. They give her, she takes, she gives, they take, but they take more than what she can give. She's conflicted, she's worried. Honestly, she can give two shits about the people who she traveled with her other fellow delegates at the moment, because she doesn't have anybody important with her. Everybody who's important is home. And if this spreads to home, she doesn't know what to do, but she had a question. And she doesn't know if they're going to answer, but it would be...
I'll also give you the name of your god, which
Okay.
is Brackeel, Brackeel.
E-R-A...
Brackedel.
Brackeel.
One of they are represented by a giant eel. That's the visual you get for them.
Hate eels. Me personally, I hate eels. I hate them. They're creepy. They're worse than
They're
snakes.
Double jaws.
Anyway, continue. What was the question you had for Brackeel?
She's a little startled that they answered. How badly do you have to treat somebody with so much disrespect that they have to go and steal important people from other nations?
Is that what they did?
Isn't to steal take something that doesn't belong to you?
Whilst the action may be considered stealing, they brought one back, and the suggestion is that others may return. Is that stealing? This event was one of networking, was it not?
Yes.
If you are not invited to the event, you get the connections you need somehow, do you not?
But at what cost?
It depends on what some people see as a necessary cost for the ends to their means. People will value things differently.
So we should just wait? Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Again.
At this stage, waiting does not seem to be a negative. Ask again if someone dies. And then you feel like you're not seeing them leave the rooms as such, but you feel their essence swim away.
And then we end go and you just see it go, I knew we should have fucking waited. But no, nobody wanted to listen to me. And then we end there.
As you finish your evening, everyone, Carla, you feel something brush up against your mind as you sleep. How serious an offering were you making in exchange for knowledge? And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Somebody's dancing with the devil. Somebody's dancing with the devil, and it's not Raphael, unfortunately.
Thank you, everyone who has stayed and watched us this evening. This has been Leagues Underneath. Everyone did their intros at the start, but I will just do a reminder. Please feel free to come and join our Discord. You get to hang out with all of these lovely people as well, where you can commission them for maps or art or just watch and listen to their games because they're awesome. Also, we have Sky of Diamonds RP back up and running, which means that you can come and roleplay an awesome D&D character. Woo! We also have memberships and merch over on Fourth Wall on Mayhem Gaming. Even if you want to join for the $3 a month, all of that goes to supporting the channel. So feel free to subscribe or buy some awesome merch like what Conclear's wearing. Thank you all, and good night. Bye. Bye.